three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is rebounded by Golden State. Curry with it. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Curry. Porzingis sets a screen. Curry finds Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one's good.
Nice shot. Porzingis with the length and the touch.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Booker. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Booker's got 5 points. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Booker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Blink, and that ball is already gone. Booker is ridiculous with the quick release.
Here's Porzingis. And again, it's Golden State.
Wow, now
incredible way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. Now the watch is checked in for the Suns. Bouye comes in for Gillespie. Curry takes it in. Stolen by Booker. Here we go. Butler with a steal. Pass to Porzingis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. He's got 12.
One of the most unselfish superstars out there. Curry is always looking to make his teammates better.
Here's Booker. The three ball. Oh, the shot is pure. Booker.
Give a shooter of his caliber that much time to see it up.
Curry goes in. Count it. Good. Curry's got 19 points. And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped. Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Curry passes to Porzingis. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this league.
Here's Booker. Bounces high off the rim and drops. The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. Pass to Santos. Now Porzingis.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
1:57 left in the second. 6 to shoot. KP racks the rim.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Hey, good whistle there. Phoenix shooting their first free throws here for the night. And so he hits both. 1:43 left in the first half. Out to the right wing. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The sturdiness from Kristaps. Takes the foul, still gets the bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. team now. It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Warriors lead by 7. That's tipped to the paint. And here comes the break. Here's Malawat. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Right side Curry. Porzingis misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt. I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
For 3, Booker. Malawat. Great positioning on the putback. Now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Hey, it's what every youth coach says. Follow your shot. This is why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
Pass to Santos. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Warriors ahead, leading by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You know, for Phoenix, you really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason, yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And time to switch gears. The Suns are in a close one after the first half of play.
One thing that's kept them close, putting in work on.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets. Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. So hits one and misses one at the line. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Oh, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to work with text and points because he is at his best when he is towing that line.
Here's Pajemski. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Brandon Pajemski.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
To the inside, Iguodaro.
Nice work by Draymond. He gives you championship level defense every single night.
Horford outside. For the lead. Horford gets it done inside. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Goodwin passes to Fleming. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Pajemski. The three is up. And that comes off the assist by Green. And now it's a 4-point Warrior lead. The Suns have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Here's Allen. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Allen's got his third basket on the night right there.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
High post Green. From deep, Melton. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Warriors ahead, leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Right now is when we go. Good shot, great shot.
3 tense quarters behind him. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the floor for the Warriors. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Butler. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Gillespie. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Curry. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it go from the wing. That one's good. Nothing but net. Booker's got 22 points.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Curry with another miss. The Suns leading. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker for 3. Wow, way back there. Devin Booker connects.
Keep feeding them in. Booker has it going in this one.
They double team Curry. Pass to Santos. Will it go? And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Booker. Booker showing some bite on the interior.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
Curry. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Here's Green. Jacks up the 3. Green feeling it at the arc.
Dangerous. Green gets his points in multitude of ways. The three-ball being one.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Knocks down the trifecta.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half, now nails another.
Williams. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Stephen Curry. Oh, Curry. A sick triple.
critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Let's loose for three. Buries it from outside.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making.
Ball clearance and a chance here! And beautifully put away! William with a save! The reverse! And the foul! Dodgers pulls up, three-pointer. Vince has knocked out Chocolate! Grant in his bag. And the crowd's
Up next, the Thunder taking on. So here we go. It's game one of the regular season for both teams, and Doris, each one wants to start their year on the right foot.
Yeah, both of these teams have been waiting all summer for this game. Tip off to a new season. I can't wait, Kevin.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Porzingis. Stephen Curry's out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Santos in at the small forward position. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. A 19-foot shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That's a quick strike from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Catch and shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Porzingis can't hit.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Gilgeous Alexander against Curry. And it's off from three-point range. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Mark Jackson
1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball. Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Holmgren sets the screen for SGA. Hits the jumper in space. You can't just stop. And there's a big setup. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Brandon Podziemski. And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output, that extra production, making him more valuable the further we get along in this season. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren, and the dunk by Holmgren. I mean, when he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop. It's good from long range. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice tripper. Caruso kicks to Holmgren. Holmgren the screen. That one falls his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside. And the basket by Curry. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Count that one. Holmgren's got 6 points. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists. Porzingis against Holmgren. Porzingis can't hit. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. He had 15 points last outing.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
Curry can't get it to go. The Thunder have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. The Warriors trail to the paint. Here's Butler. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg? Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A total setter, the defensive end who plays unselfishly. The guy is all about winning. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the evening. And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group. Caruso against Butler. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
So it's a little bit longer than you think. Makes him very
up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Yeah, their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
It's tipped. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Gilgeous Alexander. The putback uses the glass to finish the layup.
Interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And the Warriors, another three.
But I don't know that I've ever seen a better pull-up jump shooter than Stephen Curry. An amazing ability to stop on a dime.
Holmgren the pass to Wallace. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Tries it from 9. Second chance effort. And the jump by Holmgren.
Coaches pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Warriors ahead. They lead by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Porzingis is out there with Buck. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Moody. And it's Santos in at the small forward. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Big Gilgeous Alexander, arguably the most weird slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thank you very much.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see him scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Here's Porzingis, back to Curry, deflects the pass. It's stolen by SGA. He finishes at the other end.
Changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now, you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to
pace are from beyond the arc.
Here's Lucas Alexander from 16 feet away. Kansas. SGA's got 9 points.
Very few people do it more often or better in pick and roll action than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tough to stop.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger. Holmgren fits through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Curry way outside. And the Warriors another 3.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Holmgren looking around. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Curry way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren left side. Holmgren sets the screen for Caruso. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Their third three-pointer in a row. Well, I think for the Warriors, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to. Now let's get back to the game at hand. Stephen Curry has his fingerprints all over that first half. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Lou Dort and Rich Williams out there with Isaiah Joe. And 1:39 left in the third quarter. Bajemski with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Green, no luck.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
Pass to Mitchell. Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. To the inside. And the layup is good. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tenacity. It's the first word that comes to mind with Draymond Green. Is he the tallest power forward in the league? No. But can he score it? Yes.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Down low. Hartenstein passes to Mitchell. Back to Hartenstein. 4 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't hit the shot off inside. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Shots good by Green. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Back to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Boy, with all the defense and intangibles he provides, to see Hartenstein cooking offensively, this is good work.
Green, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Green's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside, George. Hartenstein inside. He's guarded by Melton. Can't finish the one-handed jam. Fires from deep. Horford. And that shot was up and down, but doesn't go in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Warriors. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We're playing fine. Everything's good. The turnovers have been well-intentioned. We're not giving up fast break stuff.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Moses Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Jimmy Butler. And there's Porzingis. And it's Sousa's at the 3.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Hartenstein passes to Mitchell. Banked in off the glass.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of the screen. That's nicely done.
Oh, wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 8 here in this one already. inside. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now, Joe. Outside Hartenstein. Porzingis pulls it down. Warriors leading by 7. Puts up the 3. Everything's within Curry's range.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Porzingis with the block.
Oh, that is a big time block from KD. How about that rim protection?
Cleared away
the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
Mitchell outside. Hartenstein with the screen for Mitchell. Can't get it to go.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
1 second separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Porzingis. Curry outside. From 17 feet away. Hartenstein with the rebound.
Ball clearance and a shot's in! And beautifully put away! Williams save! The reverse! And the foul! Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell! Ran in his bag. And the crowd is for Hill in the open sideline. Allie LaForce.
Eric Spolstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. It's Hartenstein, high post. Adebayo with a steal.
Yeah, Wiggins' teammates trust him to finish off alley-oops. His timing on these is just very impressive.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Back to Hartenstein. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Wiggins from long range knocks down the long dig. Wiggins got 5 points.
They started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He's long, lanky, and very quick. Defenders have a tough time with Holmgren coming down the lane.
Both free throws good from Holmgren.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Hero, the pass to Powell. Miami moving it around. Here's Adebayo. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Adebayo being aggressive there. Quick release on the catch and shoot.
So Mark Dagno will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Joe comes in for Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And Mitchell subbed in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Mitchell. So Mark Dagno will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Oh, the Heat beat him last time when those two met in Miami.
A missing piece was their offensive rebounding. There were just way too many one-and-done possessions for them.
Yeah, they weren't as aggressive on the offensive glass, and
tipped away. Wallace outside. Right side, SGA. 6 on the shot clock. A kick out to Williams. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Here's Holmgren. Banked it in off the glass. Holmgren's got 6.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
On the attack, Hero. And stolen by Hartenstein. Wallace with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. And the basket is good.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Adebayo there throwing it down with a little
And Hartenstein slams it in.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control. Protecting the ball the whole way. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Williams passes to Hartenstein. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go. They get it back with the second effort. Here's Holmgren and another shot. Rebound Miami. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. A good look from Wiggins. Cans it from the wing. Wiggins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Holmgren. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got his 4th assist with that last one. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Shot from the low post is good. He's got 6.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Outside, SGA. This one for 3. Stolen by Wiggins. Fast break Miami. Ball's going up the court. Powell's shot is off. Thunder with a lead. Inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And that's what we expect from Williams, just taking it up strong.
It's his first trip to the line. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Heat have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Out to Powell. Shoots. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Adebayo sets a screen. Here's Hero. And again, no play. This one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Brian?
A two-way talent. All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Holmgren. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
How about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass. The other team had no answers for how to contain him.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Hero. 23 points for him last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to the team chemistry.
The shot's good.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Rejected by Holmgren. Caruso finds Holmgren. Wallace, right side. Wiggins with a steal. And stolen by Williams. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. "11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Down low. Here's Ware. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Oklahoma City in a good situation. Up by 13 points to close the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping. You know, right now for the Thunder, I always prefer to start the season at home. They don't have that luxury, but sometimes the W's taking a closer look at that first half now, you really got to give it up for what Chet Holmgren is doing out there. And that's a wrap on halftime.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this
know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Smith passes to Hawkins. Stolen by Caruso. Right side, Williams. Dort for three. The rebound by Ware. Heat trail by 14. Smith with it. No made baskets yet. Dort with a steal. In transition. Caruso with it. Guarded by Smith. Here's Williams. Rebound Miami. Here's Larson. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Stolen by Mitchell. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Beyond the arc. Smith with the rebound.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And Williams punches it home.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
Pass to Ware. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by Miami.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And Williams punches it home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Ware using his post moves to get the 2 points. Ware's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Basket counts.
Yeah, that little floater has been a reliable weapon in Caruso's arsenal.
Smith against Mitchell. Pass to Ware. From downtown. Oh, drew the foul. It almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That one's no good. Oklahoma City leading by 15. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Williams. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Williams has gotten his second bucket of the game.
All 5 guys are in.
That is incredible.
City a sizable lead of 14. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
We're a step slow on everything.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jaime Jaquez out there with Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Smith. Then there's Khalil Ware. And it's Larson in a shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And this is exactly why so many are high on Holmgren. When he takes over like this, he's unstoppable.
As to Ware, launches it from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Ware. And it's good for two. 31 points for Chet Holmgren.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
To the inside. Ware. The shot. No good. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way. Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain yourself. Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the
Gilgeous Alexander. For free. Rebounded by Adebayo. Now here's Hero. And it's rejected.
Well, Kevin, I didn't have a choice. I always tried to come into training camp in the best shape of anybody in there. I wasn't going to run around too many guys, so I had to run away from them. I learned that early in my career. But, sometimes you don't necessarily shoot the ball well out of the gate. That really was season by season.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Alex Caruso out there with Holmgren. And it's SGA in at the one. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Suns. I brought up Jalen Williams, and coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an aggressive all-around player. Coach did admit that. We're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but coach seems confident that it'll get results. Guys, back over to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Thunder. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
And the Thunder with the possession here after the Suns pick up two. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Brooks a screen. They kick it out to Green. How good on the three.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Pass to Williams. To the paint. Williams with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's Green. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Holmgren the pass to Caruso. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Williams. Rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Pass to Williams. And stolen by Caruso. SGA with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. The Suns have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Williams
steals in transition.
And I like how they played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge. Jim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Jason Wallace. Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next. Williams gets the bucket, and that's the point guard in Booker. You see right there on that beautiful pass. It seems like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing. Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with. So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct? Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach. And it's the Suns with the ball. After Oklahoma City gets the three. Here's Williams. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's slammed in by Williams. And Jalen Williams that time showing you that explosive athleticism. Suns trail by 3. Inside. They get it. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oklahoma City moving it around. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Brooks kicks to Booker. Fires the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Booker's got 8 points. Over the course of his career, Book has never been afraid to pull the trigger from deep. He has supreme confidence in that jumper. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That will count. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific pass. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And they need to continue that edge on defense. If your opponent is rattled, just dial up the pressure even more. On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. At the guard spot, Ruby Sue, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Wallace. Alex Caruso out there with Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the center. From outside of the arc, They kick it out to Green. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got his second bucket. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career. Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff. As a project, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? But what things are telltales for you? One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus minus, give me that group of 5 plus minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together. Oh, I love that. Here's Caruso. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the middle. That's good. And SGA with the assist. Gilgeous Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Suns trail by 3. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force. Shea Gilgeous Alexander taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history. Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
That's 2 bombs in a row.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. Defense is right there. It's good. Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process. Here's the screen to the left side wing. Here's Malovic, defended by Holmgren. The 10-footer. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Green against Williams. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. In close, it's Gilgeous Alexander.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Booker outside.
is he in the league?
And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
Here's Iguodala. 29 seconds left in the first half. Williams finds Mitchell. Here's Joe. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Booker outside. Pass to Highsmith. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game. What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
This has certainly been an exciting one. Any thoughts, guys?
I like it. It keeps us engaged in the action. Less time to throw jabs at each other.
And shifting gears back to the half we just watched. SGA, outstanding.
I'll tell you.
And that is our
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
It's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching a 4-point Thunder lead. That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early. Goodwin passes to Fleming. It's Allen on the wing. Shoots over George. And that one goes long. Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Thunder leading by 4. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, Allen mostly known for his shooting, but he showed it right there. He can move the ball as well. Outside Williams. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now here's Goodwin. No scoring in this one. Here's Iguodala. Stolen by George. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. And for all the talk, Jim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter? Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his 3-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Williams outside. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Down low. Here's Iguodala. Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfect. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Thunder. 3-point lead. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. Here's George. Sinks that one from the post.
Assisted by Isaiah
Phoenix is gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Allen against George. Here's Iguodala. Rebound by Williams.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Hartenstein with the screen on Allen. Hartenstein passes to George. Back to Hartenstein. Kicked away. Here's Fleming. Not gonna go that time. The Thunder leading by 5. Both